Hi and welcome to this video. My name is David Marshall from quitsmokingexpert.co.uk, and this is a 3 or 4 minute video looking at why hypnosis alone doesn't work, and it will not work in the long term to help you quit smoking. It just doesn't work. So let's have a look here. So what is hypnosis? Well, hypnosis is a state of relaxation, and a hypnotherapist is somebody who takes you to that state of relaxation. And the state of relaxation is akin to just before you fall asleep. Well, you're not quite asleep, but you're not awake. So you're awake, but you're not active. Or just after you wake up, when you're kind of in that state where you know that you're awake, but you're not actually doing anything. You're not getting the conscious mind engaged in walking or talking, whatever it be. And in that state, the reason that hypnotherapists and hypnosis works is because in that state you're open to suggestion, because you've got greater access to the unconscious mind, and it's in that state that a hypnotherapist, and I do use hypnotherapy alongside other things, but if you're just using hypnosis and you don't actually explore the ecology of somebody's mind, which we're going to get into in a second, they will not stop smoking in the long term. What will happen is they'll just go back to it, and that is the problem. The problem is, and the big alarm call is, that it doesn't work for most in the long term. People still go back to being a smoker after they've had hypnotherapy, and they do that because they don't actually resolve a few reasons, and let's have a look at those. Now, the fact is, you've got a complex mind, okay? It's not, your smoking is not a simple matter, because if it was, I could just sit here at my computer with my microphone in this short presentation saying, stop smoking now, it's bad for you. Nobody likes it, you smell, and you're going to get sick. Okay, now if that didn't do it for you, then, which it probably didn't, then actually just telling you, even unconsciously, because I am talking to your unconscious mind right now, I'm accessing your unconscious mind, because we can't help it, can we? Because that's who we are. So I'm accessing your unconscious mind, and I'm telling you to quit smoking now. It's going to kill you. Okay. Now, if that hasn't done it for you, and maybe it did, and if it did, then fantastic. Then if that was going to do that, then you would have probably stopped already. Yeah, because you tell yourself every day, every time you have a cigarette, how awful it is. You know, even if you pretend to like it, we know that you don't. So you've got to remove some other ideas. It's not just a matter of telling you to quit smoking, and that's what hypnotherapy generally does, traditional hypnotherapy. So let's have a look. So we have to understand why you smoke. And on the right hand side, we've got a picture here, and this is a landscape. And in this landscape, you've got people and you've got activities. So if this was your mind here, with trees and activities and friends and family, everything going on in your life, somewhere in your mind, in your unconscious mind, you have buried the idea of why you smoke, and that's the most important thing to understand. Why is it that you smoke? What do you get out of it? And that's called ecology in NLP, neuro linguistic programming. So before we could even start the hypnosis, before we can start to access your unconscious mind successfully to create you into being a non-smoker easily, we've got to reassure you what your life will be, life without cigarettes. We've got to find out why you smoke in the first place. And when we remove and change and alter those ideas, then what will happen is you'll become a non-smoker. Willpower happens, or people go back to smoking, when these ideas aren't removed, they aren't explored, and they aren't challenged. Somebody who still thinks there's a benefit to quitting smoking, so somebody still thinks it relaxes them, will not stop smoking forever. They'll go to hypnotherapy, or they'll try the willpower cold turkey method, and they will miss the relaxation. That's what happens. But when we can get into the unconscious mind and remove those ideas, I guarantee that's why people become non-smokers forever. And that's what made me absolutely change. This was the real light bulb moment in myself when I realized that there was no benefit to stopping smoking. But unconsciously, you've still got those ideas. And why you've got them, you'll still want to smoke. Even though your conscious mind is saying you how ridiculous it is, your unconscious mind is saying, yeah, but it does this, it does this. What's life going to be like? What's going to be like down the pub? How am I going to do this? And unless you resolve all those issues, you'll still be a smoker. So my name's David Marshall. That's a very quick introduction there, but I hope that helps you understand why hypnosis alone doesn't work. In the next video I'm going to send you, we're going to look at ecology and why it's important to understand that. I hope you found that interesting. If you do want to contact me, my name is, numbers on the website, quitsmokingexpert.co.uk. Give me a call and we can have a chat if you want to. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.